So if you look at YM, that one candle, I don't, I just don't know. Don't know if that was earnings or not. That would have meant that Amphenol would have been 2 minutes late. And it doesn't say on earnings whispers that they were late. Usually if they were late, it would say it on earnings whispers. The low of the day is an interesting magnet for the market open on the YM. The 30-second range is the other setup we use. MNQ, let me set up our MNQ first because we're pretty stable on our MNQ setup. Did anyone trade silver yesterday on the open? Did Francis ever come here? Francis, are you here? No, Francis is not here this morning. I don't think. I don't see him. Hey Ray, are you awake? Ray, are you awake? Roz, are you still using the unattended? Do I need to bother with that software update or what? I think it makes it usable. All right, MNQ. Right click, strategies, double click news trader. Going to load our MNQ open template. I think we changed the name of it yesterday to MNQ open. No, you know what? We changed the name of the end of day, the 1550 trade, which everybody make sure you get to the IBM trade room right on time. I'm going to do a 1550 trade, but that room starts at MN at 3:45. So you got to be ready to put your trade in. MNQ open, LMN. Come on, where is it? Where's my open? I'm hungry. MNQ open, here it is, right click, change the date, 10/22. Double click load to open it. Okay, yeah, we're gonna just change that to a dollar amount. Breakout trade 929.59, bracket of 30, targets of 30 and 80, BE minus 40 on the target, one stop move, 100 tick stop, nothing, not changing anything on the MNQ open. I do like to test the bracket width by setting the time to 0. Putting the charts on sim, spreading them a little bit. Okay, there's our bracket. If everything was going to take place right now, we're kind of far from the highs and the lows. We're in the middle. We're in the middle of ranges at the moment, which is okay. Little bit bearish right now, but these markets, they don't want to go down. These markets just don't want to go down. You know, if the markets were based on reality and life, the economy, inflation, these markets, for all purposes, would be down because inflation's through the roof. Farmers are struggling. Layoffs are increasing. The job market's weak. AI is a bubble. Commodities are in a bubble. Bonds are acting strangely. The market shouldn't be up. 929.59, bracket of 30, targets of 30 and 80, top of 100. BE minus 40, should we hit our first target? We set up our breakout. I'm trading the open on account 15, even though I should trade this morning. Big sizes on account number 26 to either get everything passed or blow the account up because it's renewing in 2 days. So I'll do it tomorrow. So we have our breakout and we want to do a reverse continue on the MNQ. Change the breakout to reverse continue. Remember, all you need for a reverse continue is a position size, a number of positions. You can take 3 positions. Each position gets a number of contracts, a target, and a stop. That's it. All you need. And this is going to be called a reverse MNQ continuation. Apply it, okay, make sure the chart is on 15. It is, and our MNQ is ready. All right, we're all ready to trade the MNQ open. All right, who's trading what? We have 15 minutes. I'm just curious. Who's trading other instruments? What are you trading on the open? I know some people are trading silver out there. Silver's 25 bucks a tick. I don't remember the silver setup. Let me look it up. I don't think silver is for the average person because it's too much risk. It is a scalp also, right? Do I have the silver setup? Nitin, give me your silver setup again. I can't believe I never wrote it down. I thought I did. And remember, silver is, I would really say it's for advanced traders because of the risk. If I remember, the stop was 10, right? Who wants to give me the silver setup? Anybody out there? Somebody? What's the silver setup? Why didn't I write it? I thought I did save it. Hello out there. Targets were small, weren't they? 5 and 10. Anybody? What's that silver setup? Somebody. Tell me what it is. Thank you. Bracket is 6. Okay. Bracket is 6. Targets 4 and 15. Interesting. Okay. Stop was 10 if I remember. Okay. I wonder about a 30-second range on silver. Might be interesting. But I don't know that. I haven't watched silver. Okay. I just want to keep track of it. That's all. So I have it if people ask me about it. So we traded the last couple of days, we've been trading the magnet on YM. I kind of like the PP is a little bit close, but it's 34 ticks away. PP's a real possible. The 6 p.m. open is way too close. I think the interesting trades on the YM, you could do a traditional high of day, low of day magnet on the YM open this morning. That looks pretty interesting. The PP looks very nice probability. Now it did test on that wild move at 8 o'clock, and then it recovered. So it does trade around the PP. You will see that a lot. It'll probably test that PP. Obviously, if you're trading the high of day, low of day, PP is going to be an earlier entry for that trade. It's 36 ticks away. 36 ticks away. So if you're going to trade it, you're going to want to enter. You want 20 ticks of profit ballpark on a YM. Well, no, it's YM. Yeah, I mean, still, 20 ticks is only $100. But that means your entry has to be here. You're almost at your entry right now. That's part of the problem. The magnet is, I think I think the PP is going to get hit. So let's set up our reverse continue. So you have your scalp ready to go. Reverse continue, YM. Choose your number of contracts wisely. Target, 25 ticks, 35 stop. And again, this is a scalp. It's not etched in stone. You could use a 30 stop and a 20 target. That would be perfectly reasonable. Also, trading the YM open in our 15 account. And the label is important. Reverse YM continue. All right, that's important. You can trade MYM on these accounts, on these setups also, if you want to reduce your risk. No shame in trading micros. So I think I do like the magnet. Here's what you can do that's very cool about the magnet. So we're going to set up the high of day, low of day magnet, put in 3 for percent proximity. Full size, I'm just going for an exit at the magnet with 2 positions. Default is -3 on the target. I'm going to say it 1,000 times. That means you get out of the magnet 3 ticks, get out of the trade 3 ticks before you get to your level, before you hit the magnet. Using a 30 tick target, I have 2 contracts on. When you enable the magnet, make sure you label it YM. When you enable it, choose your account, of course. Your orders are going to show up. So this could fill us long or short. The heavy line is your order. I want more than 10 ticks. I think if it breaks the PP, you could trade the PP, right? You think it's going to get to the PP, you could bring your order all the way up here like a lunatic, right? And make the magnet a PP magnet without doing custom level. And that keeps your upper magnet alive should the upper magnet also get tested, right? Price moves up, you have a nice possibility of an upper magnet. That way your order can bring you in, but you'll have to move your target up. Remember, your target's going to be down by the low of day. That's what you have to remember if you bastardize your magnet trade and make your order way up like we're doing. Not that giant a move because we're pretty close to the PP already. This could fill before the market opens also. But we are seeing on the YM, when you're pretty close to ranges, you can let it fill before the market opens. You might get a winning trade before the market opens, and you can trade again at the market open if you take a quick scalp, or you could just stay in. Yes, I do, Keenan. I think people do look at previous day high and low, open and close. Absolutely. For me, it's just there's only so much I can look at. You could definitely, those are good magnets because lots of people, anything that a lot of people look at is a magnet. That's why fibs are magnets, you know? What's the most common Fibonacci retracement level that people look at? Is it what percentage is the most common fib retracement? That's a good magnet. I wouldn't use all fib retracements. I'd use what's the, if you're a Fibonacci expert, what's your, what's the most popular? There is a most probable Fibonacci level that more people look at than others. Is it three quarters? I don't know. I don't trade fibs. I don't even know how to put fibs on the chart anymore. I happen to like Jim Cramer. A lot of people have said that his picks aren't that great, that there's an ETF that does the opposite of what Cramer does. I think no matter what, the guy really cares about what he does. And very honestly, I like his politics. And he's a Philadelphia fan. I don't know why he's a Philly fan. I thought he lived in New York. He might be a South Jersey guy. That might be why. Can't tell. He could be a South Jersey guy, and that's why he likes Philly teams. Because I know he doesn't live in Philadelphia. I'm letting this magnet fill, but watch where the target's going to be. It's going to be down at the low, not at the PT. So you kind of have to make a decision. Are you going to trade it for the PT before the market opens if it fills? Because we do see these bursty kind of moves. TJ used to live in Flemington. I used to live in Havertown. Not Havertown, in, wait a minute, Hightstown, which is not that far from Flemington. I lived in Hightstown. When I was married, this is really going back. This is like 30 years ago. When I was married, my ex was going to veterinary school at the University of Pennsylvania, and I had a store in New York City, and we needed to live halfway between both areas. So we lived halfway to New York, halfway to Jersey, halfway to Philly, and that was Hightstown, New Jersey. It was the halfway mark. Beautiful town. We had an amazing, oh my God, did we have a house in Hightstown? It was amazing. It was spectacular. I hope we're not on the wrong side of this trade. I hope I'm not on the wrong side. So the idea though was to get the PP. It was a P. This was the PP trade. That's why I'm moving. The fill for the magnet will be down here, right? It will be down under the PP. Let's see what happens. MNQ breakout on the left. I think it's near Bordentown. It's near uh, Ewing. I thought, if I remember, there was some big towns that were popular. Hey, Chantal, I didn't see you pull in here. Um, there was a store. It was like a Crazy Eddie kind of store. something. I bet they're not in business anymore. It was a big appliance stereo store that people used to go to in those days. We we didn't live in that house for very long. It was on a we made a terrible mistake. It was like a most amazingly beautiful 100-year-old house, but it was on a really busy street. That was a terrible, terrible mistake. Would never ever do that again. So this stop is above the VWAP. It might not be high enough above the VWAP. Right now it's 5.6. I'll do like 7.6 above the VWAP. So our NQ, our YM worked. The NQ filled wrong side, wrong side. Taking a short on the MNQ for a scalp, see if we can grab some of that back, stop above the VWAP. MNQ looks like it might want to test the low, so I'm going to try and scalp this down. I'm going to try and scalp this down, get some of that back for a test of the low. Scalping it down. Now I'm just going to watch it. Now I'm going to just, no, I'm going to scalp it. Nope. Yeah, I'll scalp it. Try not to get too close. See if we can get the low. Or see if we can grab it here. Okay. So look, we made 20 back. We made 70 on the YM. Look at the YM magnet low. Holy crow, everybody. YM magnet low. Perfect. Perfect. We also, the PP was perfect. So we survived the stop with the PP. MNQ filled on the wrong side, but you got to go in again. You got it. If you get filled on the wrong side, it's worth taking the second trade. It's almost always worth trying the second trade. You get that magnet. I thought the magnet was too far away for the MNQ. That's why and we always do the breakout on the MNQ. We always do the breakout. Did my mic just go dead? No. Now, I don't think I want to chase here. We're below the low. The YM never dreamed it would be such a big move down on the open. We could have used, instead of two contracts, one position. You could have set up the YM magnet. Folks, my mic's going dead. Let me change my mic. All right. Hang tight.